Battleground is 16 miles northeast of Vancouver, Washington. It's about a 15-minute drive from the 205 and I-5, which means a convenient commute to both Vancouver and Portland metro areas. It was first established in June of 1951, and it had 742 residents at that time. The name of the town comes from the 1855 encounter between a company of Washington volunteers from Fort Vancouver led by Captain William Strong and members of the Klickitat tribe that fled an internment near Fort Vancouver. They call it the battle that never actually happened. If you're interested in all of those details of this encounter and the origins of the name, I have a link to a brochure provided by the Friends of the Battleground Community Library up in the description or down in the description. I don't know. Thanks for watching. My name is Leslie, and I was raised here in Southwest Washington, and now I'm raising my own 4 kids here in this area. We love it here, and I am happy to share with you every week about life and real estate here in Clark County. Take a moment to subscribe and click on the bell to turn on notifications so you get an alert when I put out a new video every week. I am enjoying hearing from you all with questions about Clark County. The best way to get a hold of me really is by phone or email. My contact information can be found above in that page banner. Battleground has a rural feel as you drive through fields and countryside to get there. To get there coming from the south, you would hop on the 503 and head north about 7 miles from East Vancouver. From I-5, you would take the exit 11 for Battleground on 502 heading east. It's about 6 miles from the freeway that way. Population growth. The city rates as one of the fastest growing towns or cities in the state. In 1990, the population was 3,700 people. In 2000, the population had skyrocketed to just shy of 10,000. In 2010, the population was 17,500, and currently the population is 21,900 people. Climate. The city is sheltered by the Cascades to the east and the Coast Range to the west. As a result, just like the rest of Clark County, the climate is generally mild. Anecdotally, my observation has been that my friends in Battleground tend to get more ice and snow than those of us further south here in Clark County. Don't mind my cat. Industry. Historically, this area's economy has been dominated by timber, agriculture, and dairy. Those industries have declined in importance over the years, and now Battleground's proximity to both Portland and Vancouver has drawn a flood of new residents. So really people are just moving there because it's close to everything else. Currently, Battleground is the epicenter of the growing Clark County wine industry. There are at least 8 wineries that you can visit for tastings, bottle sales, or sit-down dinners. They look super nice. Downtown Battleground is adorable. They have cafes, restaurants, breweries, businesses, and a ton of antique stores. At one point in the last few years, there were 7 stores on Main Street devoted to vintage, antique, or upcycled things. Old Town Battleground is a destination for shoppers and vintage dealers in the Pacific Northwest. Battleground Village is a newer shopping complex that was really well done. This is where the new library is. There's also a salon and various other businesses there. Battleground has a newer area with a Safeway and lots of like the typical shopping and dining features you'd find like in any town, really. I just always appreciate a good old downtown that adds like that character and variety to a town. Recreation. Battleground Lake State Park. This is a 280-acre forested camping park in the Cascade Mountain foothills. There's a shallow swim area, docks for fishing. It is stocked with trout and hikers and campers enjoying the woods. They also have a playground and trails for hiking, biking, and horseback riding. You can watch my video on Battleground Lake State Park. I have linked that above. Side note, you will need a Discovery Pass to park here, so just buy one online for the whole season. It's $30 for the season for a year, so you don't have to pay the $10 every time. Louisville Park. This park is Clark County's oldest park and is often considered its flagship park. It's 159 acres and it encompasses forests and meadows, and it's along the east fork of the Lewis River. It has a 2.8-mile trail meandering through the park. People head there for fishing, picnicking, and horseshoes. There's also a playground with lots of equipment for your kiddos and a boat launch. I did want to mention the Reflector. This is a newspaper. It's local to Battleground. It's been around since 1909, and it's a great source of local news. So you can check out what is going on at thereflector.com. That might give you like a better idea of what Battleground is like. Housing. This area has had an incredible amount of growth in recent years. There are quite a few builders putting up homes in Battleground. If I have a client who wants a new home, we're always looking at Battleground. If you can't find one brand new, then the odds are good you can find one just a few years old. I do have a resource on builders in Clark County and a spreadsheet my team is constantly updating about communities, builders, prices, etc. So reach out if that is something you want to get your hands on. The average sales price in Battleground as of May 2021 was $478,000. While there are lots of neighborhoods in Battleground, lots of builders in the area, there's also a ton of homes just out in the hills on property, kind of that rural setting. So again, if I have a client who really wants to be on property, they want 3 to 5 acres or even more, Battleground is a great place to look. If you are interested in seeing listings from Battleground, I did include a link in the description for you to reach out to me. I just need some like basic information from you about like the email, where to send it, and like bedrooms, bathrooms, etc. Or we can keep it vague, but I'm happy to send out those listings. So that is all. I hope you guys have an awesome day, and I will be back here next week. Bye.